Okay, problem, we'll make this problem 2 because I already had this graph. So write an equation given the graph. Take a minute to kind of sketch a nice graph of this. Now, obviously this is oriented horizontally. So now I'm kind of looking at this. First thing you want to do is find your center, find your vertices, and then also find that rectangle box. So if you look at this, the center is actually going to be right here. Good. And let me write that down. So we have our center for this problem at 1, 3. Our vertices are at 2, 3, and 0, 3. Now we have to find that box. Now how do you know? Well, you know that it's going this way, right? So here's our box this way. But how do you know where to end it? You actually have to find like the corner where it crosses. So this one right here, here, and here. So that is your box, so to say. I'm just going to go ahead and draw that dark. So that means that your A value, remember your A value is the distance from your vertex to your center. So your A value is that distance right there, 1. Your B value in this case is going to be 2. So I'm going to use that formula so that I can find the focus points. I'm going to write that down. And if you remember, formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And then I'm just going to do the math. So I did the math, plugged in a squared is 1, b squared is 2, so combined it, solved it. So c is equal to square root of 5. Square root of 5 is about 2.23, so about 2 1/4 distances from here inside your hyperbola is where your focus points would be. So does that affect your x value or your y value? Because it's horizontally, it's going to affect your x value. So your focus points are at, and again, foci. It's 1 focus point, 2 foci. So this is going to be 1 plus or minus square root of 5 at 3. And those are your focus points. Now we're going to do the equation for the slant asymptotes. And I'll write that down. So your equation. So the equation for the asymptotes using point slope, y minus y sub 1 equals m x minus x sub 1. Your point is the center, 1, 3. And your slope is 2 over 1 right there. So putting it all together, and you have, and again, you also have the negative one. So positive and negative. 2 over 1 is the same thing as just 2 x minus 1, and you don't have to multiply it out, you can leave it. So that's the equation of your asymptotes. So we have everything. The last thing we need to do is write the equation of this. Well, so the equation for this is just going to be your x, your center is at 1, 3, so minus 1 minus 3. The distance along horizontally is 1. So 1 squared is 1. The distance vertically on your box is 2. So 2 squared is 4, always equal to 1. It has the minus sign inside because it's a hyperbola. Don't forget the little squares. So that's it. All right, one more problem.